You've got questions. We've got answers. Welcome to Ask the Experts on 570 News. Advice and tips from the people who really know.
We've heard the commercials advertising consumer proposals, debt settlement negotiations. You guys have been on here in the past talking about them. It would seem that for people who have debt problems, consumer proposals are becoming more and more popular.
Yep, that's right, Neil. I think it's something that we're seeing over time. I think kind of goes back a few years, really, that I think previously in the past when if you were struggling with a debt problem, before consumer proposals were introduced, your only realistic option was either pretty much pay your debt or go bankrupt. And I think the government sort of realized over time that with the introduction of credit cards in the 70s and 80s, there was more people with consumer debts that were having to turn to a bankruptcy if they weren't able to keep up with their payments. Bankruptcy was quite a drastic measure for a lot of people. There was a lot of people back then losing assets to bankruptcies, that kind of thing. So what the creditors and the government did was eventually worked out this system where you can offer a proposal to your creditors to say, okay, well, let's not have it so drastic in terms of if I can't pay all my debt back, my only option is a bankruptcy. Let's introduce a middle step, which is the concept of a proposal. I think more and more people, as they become aware of what a proposal is and they hear about it and they know they have the freedom to be able to offer a settlement on their debt as opposed to just walking away from it in a bankruptcy, that's something that a lot of people would rather do. I don't think anyone sets out with the intention of wanting to go bankrupt. So I think a lot of people that come to our office are happy to hear that they have this option of being able to contribute something back to the debt as opposed to, like I say, perhaps having that feeling of just walking away from it in a bankruptcy. And I think in recent years in particular, they're becoming more and more popular because I think a lot of people, since the economy crashed a few years ago, I think people are getting back into steady employment again. People have regular pay, so they do feel that, I don't just want to not deal with my debt. If I can afford to pay something back, then that's what I'll do. We're also seeing that the mix of people choosing a proposal versus a bankruptcy is increasing year on year as well. That if someone's in a state of insolvency, they have to pick one option or the other. More and more people are picking the proposal as the right way to go.